Hey guys, got this video that I recorded the other night and thought it was going really well, and then raise your hand if your name's Whoopass and you forgot to turn your own mic on. Well, yep, that would be me. So anyway, I decided to put a voiceover to it because it was such a good game. At the beginning we were getting rolled pretty heavily and you got the usual complaints about crits and you know, how unfair the teams are and that sort of thing. We got rolled, I think, about 3 times, very quickly, very soundly, and then things turned around, and that's what you often find in pub games like this. You just hang in there, and they seem to find their own level. So we got a bad whooping at the beginning, and it seemed to sort itself out a little bit later on. So, hope you enjoy the game. I'm going to give a bit of a commentary, and shout out to all the guys that were playing. There was some great comments, some great comms as well, and I'm really sorry that I can't include those tonight. Okay, so gates have opened. Spy is already onto our energy gear, which isn't a good start, and I'm pretty sure that they were pushing down pretty quickly. Yes, they've got Uber on point. So you can see where this is going already. They've pushed us back. We've got a spy that's probably their spy, and I'm not sure why I healed him. But we're backing up now, and they're starting to take cap. So it's not a great deal. I can fall back. I've got 66 Uber. Don't really want to be losing that. We've got 2 meds back here, and we're the only ones back here. So this is the time that we're hoping that our team can fall back. Here they come. Angie's setting up and did a great job too, but we don't have anything covering cap. No sentry, no stickies, and I'm pretty sure they're going to push down those stairs as they do. Yeah, managed to keep the guys alive, but we've still got a lot of spam coming down those stairs. Looks like they're pushing through the gate, so we've got to watch that. Again, just trying to keep a few people alive so that we can regroup, but we still don't have any real protection on cap, and that can always be an issue when you've got a capture point. Looks like somebody was going for the cap now. I'm coming through. Oh good, so they helped me out there, and yep, here's another push. Now we've got the buff banner which will help us big time. So let's see how we go with this. Looking good. Okay, we held off that push. Still got rolled very quickly on first, but we're making a bit of a go at it on the second, which is great. So poor medic doesn't have anyone to heal, and he's got his Uber. At least it helped him to get away. Pretty common. If your patient dies for some reason, if you pop just a little bit late on them, it's always a great idea to use that Uber to get away. Also, not so much of a great idea headbutting the cannonball as it came in, as you saw I did just before. So there's a really solid push by blue. First roll. Okay, getting ready for the next round. I'm going to stick with the crits and hope that we've got a few firepower classes that can make the use of it. Now with crits, I'm usually looking for a demo before the game, just to give him some stickies to lay down. But I'm not sure, can't remember if we had a demo at this point. So then I find the soldiers, pyros and heavies as the other power classes, good ones to crits. A lot of people back on that final cap, which is okay, but we probably want to put a bit of pressure on them up closer. Now let's see how we go here. We've got 17 seconds before the start. 3 soldiers is good firepower. A second medic's coming forward, which is great. And I'm pretty sure our Engie was setting up over cap. But again, I just from memory remember it not going so well. I think there's another roll coming. So let's see. They popped Uber. And of course crits, it does no good whatsoever against an Uber. So down I go. And a few of the other players as well. Now you can see from that screenshot that they've got a lot of very solid firepower players. Our other medic's still got his crits, but he's on fire, trying to get out safely. Hope he can. No, he can't. His health was too low. So again, crits against a full Uber doesn't go so well. There they are, taking that first point very quickly. Now, if they've got grouped together, they'll be pushing very quickly to last. It's our job to try and set up something to stop them. I'm not sure what we've got on that last cap, to be honest. I'm just trying to keep this heavy alive. And he didn't realise that the scout was attacking me, so I couldn't really avoid that one. Really important to have an awareness of what's happening, particularly for your med, because obviously if your med goes down, there's no one left to heal you. Well, there's the push on the cap. They've got a medic up there. I think they're probably communicating with each other, saying, come on guys, we've got the cap. Right, I'm respawning, but can we get there in time? Looks like they're capping. Oh, I don't know how we saved that one. Oh, med's going up there. We've got to stop him, stop him, stop him. Couldn't. Good move by the medic. Okay, so there's number 2 roll. See how we go. Round 3, which is always one of the tougher rounds. As I mentioned, it's pretty tough on the team. In a pub, you don't get to choose your players. We're really up to Lord Gaben to make the matchmaking fair, and we all know how that goes. So, we're coming out again. Hopefully, we've learned a little bit from the previous rounds. But Blue's a pretty confident team at the moment. They've capped twice, they've rolled fairly fully on us. They're probably going to have that regular Uber again, so my job with the crits is to just try and stay out of their way and use the crits on players where we can make the most difference, the most damage. So I'm just overhealing a few of our players. I have no idea why those pyros are right up against the gate. Back up guys if you want to survive. That's it. Well, my heavy's there. Solly's a good move. And I'll put it on the heavy. Now he can't affect... Oh, there's 2 Ubers and we're in trouble. Nice move, Blue. Alright, we're dropping pretty quickly at the moment. Cap's going. I mean, as far as rolls go, they don't get much faster. There's first point. Looking at the next. Well, we've got somebody out there already. I'm really hurt. So just running back in to get some health. Anytime the med's health goes below 100, it's really a time to get some health. They've got an Uber on cap and a lot of players. You can see how much trouble we're in. Oh, down we go. All right, so there's roll number 3. Let's see if we can do something with it this time. In the new round. Well, we haven't got a lot to lose this round. We've lost 3 in a row. I'm changing to the regular Uber. It's usually a much better push against the sentry. And I'm pretty sure that they'll have that as we head in towards their first cap. We've got 2 meds, both with Ubers. So I think we've learned something from the sound thrashing that the other team gave us. I like to say sometimes we're the speed bump in their flawless victory. Although I don't think we slowed them down too much the last couple of times. Now I'm going to try and work out who's best to pop on. I need somebody that's going to push forward. That pyro was up there, but he's backed off. Then I'm going to try and stay on that player. I usually pop just as the gate's opening, rather than when the gate's open. Because if they've got stickies on the gate, you can lose your patient very quickly. So you should see me pop pretty much now. There it is, just to make sure that that patient gets out the gate. Now they've got an Uber up here, which is going to make it a little bit challenging for us, and I've had to back off because we didn't make any ground. Usually with the Uber, you try and take down the sentries, try and push forward, do as much damage as you can. If you don't make a lot of ground, there's no sense in dying. So as a medic, I'll usually hide, run away, just to stay alive. Respawn times for Blue are always better, of course. So that's an advantage for us. Well, we're still alive. We're pushing out, looking for the sniper in the back right corner, and that's looking okay. Trying to help that soldier over there. Moving in, they've countered Uber on that first cap, so we're going to have to fall back, let that Uber die. I'm on 75%, so I really don't want to be pushing too quickly. Don't want to lose this Uber. 87. Getting in there. Stay alive, soldier. Don't push too soon, mate. Oh, spy's just come through, so he'll take down the soldier, I would think. I've got the Uber. Now, Spy. He did well. I got the Uber and didn't think I needed to pop it because I didn't have anything on first. But as it was, we had somebody who backcapped. So our turn to roll. First down. Don't ever do as I did and hold on to the Uber for too long. It was just good luck to the Spy. Good play. Okay, round 2. We've got one under our belt. Still don't have our dignity back, but we're getting there. Nice fast cap. So it's pretty important to keep your team together. Try and urge them on, make them feel fairly positive even if we're getting beaten. And good comms are a way to do that, so I always bring those in when we're playing. And sometimes it's just general talk. I like to call people by their names. Sometimes it's a bit difficult when guys choose some pretty weird names. Got to be really careful which part of their name you call out. But I think it helps to bring the team together as well and lets them know that you care. Particularly as a medic, you need to care. Right, gate's about to open. Now I want my guys, my patients in particular, to remain alive. So I pop just as the gate's opening. Now the demo jumped away from me, which is not ideal when you're getting Ubered. He wouldn't have taken any damage though, so that's a plus. But I had to fall back because I didn't have a patient to Uber anymore. So that was the downside of it. I guess it was good for the demo, and hopefully he was able to do a bit of damage out there. But if you're jumping class and getting an Uber, please consider the medic. Unless we're running the quick fix, you're going to leave us high and dry as you head off into the sunset and our Uber fades. Looks like we've got, is it our heavy? I'm just not sure, down the left-hand side. Oh, okay, there's what not to do as you run headlong into a sentry. So I'd be calling now that there's a sentry to the right of the building, just in behind the building, and that way my team can get out there and take it down. If you don't drop the sentries, usually you're not going to win. I mean, the NGs generally put them in pretty good positions. It'd have to be in a really bad position to keep the sentry up and to still have a win. So that's task number 1. We've got the Uber. You might have noticed I tried to latch onto the medic as he Ubered forward. I'm just trying to give him a bit of extra health while he's under Uber, because I know his Uber's going to die and I don't want him to be anything less than full health. So, yep, well done, Solly. You saw that spy, and I didn't see that sniper, but he certainly saw me. Good shot. Okay, so I'm back. Our other med's up, so he'll probably get Uber first. I'll latch onto him, try and keep him overhealed. Help out our players, but I'm constantly pulling back because I know the sniper's there. I don't want to get headshot again. I think I've avoided it. The danger around this building is anything on top of the building. So hopefully my soldiers cleared that. Looking good. Clearing that first cap. We don't know what's in the building yet, but it's looking good. It looks like we're going to take that cap. Nicely done. Okay, so we've got a med with most of an Uber. I'm on 70 and we're pushing down hopefully the gate tunnel because it's a nice close exit. No, it looks like we're not going there. Patient that I was on, the pyro, decided that he wanted to go down mid, and I do have a choice, so I'm not blaming the pyro at all. That's where he wanted to go, and I can either choose to bail or I can follow him. So That time I chose to bail just to stay alive because it was getting a bit too hot. And ultimately, you want to make sure that the medic survives, especially now that I'm on full Uber. So this is our big chance. Not sure what the other med is, what Uber percentage he's on, but he must be close. Oh, we're popping because we've got a heavy in the gate. So here we go, coming down onto it. Now I'm going to get over near the sentry. That's good, sentry's down, and we're taking it. We need guys to keep them in their spawn as we take the cap. All of our guys got on the cap, which might look good, and you get an extra point if you cap it, but we didn't cap, so nobody got anything that time. So a good idea is for a couple of players to get on cap, and the rest to push through into their force as they come out of spawn. Alright, let's try that again. I'm going to build up that Uber. Crusader's crossbow is a wonderful little tool. Does damage to the enemy and heals our players. Actually, it can heal them faster, unless they're getting crit heals, which means they haven't been healed in a while. It can heal the players faster than a regular Uber. A regular medigun, I should say. So, I'm in a bit of trouble at the moment because I've got that heavy who's coming after me and he's got me in a corner. Spy cleaned him up, but unfortunately for me, just a second or two too late. Okay, back into it. And this soldier's damaging himself as he moves forward, which is great, because that'll allow me to build Uber a little bit faster. Here they come. Alright, we've got crits there. I am falling back as quickly as I can. I probably shouldn't have pushed forward. There it is, going for health, because my health's very low, and I've only got 25% Uber, but it's still going to take me a time to build it up. So, as I said, when you get hurt, particularly if you go under 100 as health on medic, make sure that you seek that health, even if it means leaving your patient. Now, an aware heavy will throw a sandwich to you, which is great. I notice our cap's going at the moment too, so it's probably a good time for us to push. We're coming forward. There's a bit of sentry fire. It looks like it's above, high right, and the heavy is around behind our heavy, so I'm just trying to heal him from a distance. Notice the crossbow allows me to heal him about 80 each time I hit, and it's kept him alive when I was out of danger, so brilliant little device. 92, 95, going to pop Uber. So we're coming forward now, and yes, the heavy's got the right idea, keep them in, and there's the win. Nice work, guys. Now remember, in the earlier part of the video, we were rolled pretty decisively. And I say to people, tides turn and games will change. And sometimes it's because people give up if they start losing a couple and they leave, and then the teams get rebalanced. And that's fine. The rebalancing can work in your favour. Or sometimes it's a bit of a crapshoot and you never know what you're going to get. Well, we've got Uber, we've got 2 rounds to our favour now, and we're looking for that third. I'm trying to remember just how quickly we capped this last one, or whether we do actually cap this last one. I'm pretty sure it's turned around enough that we get there, but it'll be how quickly. Let's see. Gate's about to open, so I'm overhealing as many players as I can. The scout's doing aerobics round behind me. Alright, lost the demo. Going to pop on this guy just to try and stay alive. We've got an Uber out the other side as well, so we're pushing forward very nicely. Sentry's down on the left. I took some damage, and then I see that there's a sentry on the right. So I'm hoping that we've got a demo that's going to jump over the top and onto that cap just to start capping for us. But we'll see how that goes. Overhealing the med again. And the scout, I don't know what he thinks he's doing. He's trying to pick at a few. That's good. He's not overextending because he'd be down by now. And he's got through and they dropped him. Okay, I'm falling back. hoping that the medic can see that I'm down, and he did. So he's buffing me for health. I'll return the favour. We got 3 meds, and when you end up with 3 meds in a pub, which is really unusual, you really need to make sure that you've got the firepower. Otherwise, it's just a waste. Some people would say 2 meds is maximum. I found that 3 can work really well if you've got a lot of firepower. Well, good try with their push, but our guys managed to push the Uber back, and in case you missed it, we got the first cap. So I'm on 70. If I can keep this Uber, and I'm always worried about that bottom tunnel. They come up there and hurt you big time. If we can keep this Uber and make a push, we'll be able to do a lot of damage. So there's the first push. I'll be calling that our team's pushing forward. Notice the heavy going up to the right, but that sentry's going to take care of him. Here we go. I had to pop because the pyro was on me. Now I'm just trying to keep guys alive. Extinguish them. Moving forward with the scout. When I latch onto the scout, I move at a much greater speed. So very kind of the scout to help me out there. Really hard when so many players get hurt all at once too. Everybody's calling for medic. Another reason why it's wonderful to have 3 meds on here tonight. Right, building the Uber again. We've got this last corner, and if we can get a couple of Ubers onto point, we'll be there. Let's see how we go. Okay, firing a bolt in. I'm trying not to heal the same patient as one of the other meds, but if I fire a crossbow bolt in, that's going to work really well. If there are 2 meds healing the same person, your Uber rate builds at only half the rate. So it's nowhere near as effective. And there's that heavy up the back tunnel that I was worried about. I've seen pyros come up there really effectively. And what we need to do is make sure that we've got a sentry that's covering it. I thought we did. I thought we had one on that small bridge, but somehow they managed to get past us. Alright, so I'm putting something into chat, and I honestly can't read it on this preview screen, but I hope it's helpful to people. And coming forward now, it might be suggesting that we push from below as well as top. I'm just trying to remember now. I don't know how accurate that is. Alright, so coming forward again, looking at healing, particularly the med or patients who don't have somebody healed. So, here we go. Alright, building the Uber. Going fairly slowly at the moment. As our patients get hurt, it's going to go a bit faster. And hopefully we've got people who are watching this back tunnel. Now I've got to back up. I'm very hurt. There we go. Build up the health. Getting ready for a move. Oh, that scout's going. Hope he didn't run into anything. I've noticed a couple of our players are moving forward. I'm going to latch onto the heavy, but he dropped off. There's a demo, and I've got to get out of the way so I don't die. Okay, that was a good try. A couple of good pushes. Building up, I've got 63. The other med, I'm not sure. And I'm just a bit worried about stickies on that corner, so I'm not going too far forward. You can see my health's way up, and that's thanks to that other med doing a great job to keep us both alive. Now I've got a sniper on the corner. And some crits pipes. So there's a med helping me out. Oh, there's that pyro and heavy from down below. So guys, it's really important on this map, Dust Bowl, to watch that back tunnel. You get spies out there, you get pyros, all sorts of things. And usually your attention is on that first corner, so it's pretty hard to stay focused on both. Okay, so back into it again. This last capture point is certainly not a roll. The other team are doing so well to keep us back. Alright, they've got us right back here at the first point. So they've done really well. That soldier is causing us a lot of grief too. Good job, soldier. Okay, notice I used the crossbow once. I missed the solly completely. Absolutely terrible shot. And then put it away straight away. Crossbow's great if you can get them the first shot. It's a bit slow if you're trying to do too many of them. So unless I need to be back at a distance, I'll then move in and just use the medigun. But let's give credit where credit's due. Red is doing an amazing job. Oh, gee. Oh, I sort of caught that heavy out of the corner of my eye, and he was looking around, I guess. I don't know why he ran past me. Should have been the obvious person for him to go for. But he had his mind set on somebody else, and I think he'd just been eating the steak, so he was pretty solid. If he clips you under the chin or anywhere, really, you're going to go down. Okay, got my Uber. Let's see if I can push forward. Yep, guys are looking good. There's a pyro. I want to keep the pyro alive. Trying to cap, but then I've got to stay off the cap as well and stay alive. I'm down. Mayday, mayday. Okay, did we do enough of a push though? Yep, we've got another Uber. Okay, I'm coming forward. We're hurting them. We can see the caps starting to go. We've got players who are stepping on the cap. So the moment you see it flashing blue, you want to make sure you keep the push up. Go, go, guys. That's it. Don't give them a chance to regroup. Looking good. I'm on that demo. I see there's a solly to the stairs on the left. I could just see the rockets coming out of there. So again, I'd be calling that for my team. Oh, we got an Uber behind us. Never good. And I don't know whether they're clearing up a sentry that we've got back there, but by now their Uber's gone. So they didn't hurt our front line, which is good. And I'm on 70. So this might be a chance for us to have another push. Because we took the first cap so quickly and we're on Dust Bowl, you've got sometimes 20 or 22 minutes to cap that second. But, oh, good work, Pyro. Oh, I hate those vlog pyros behind. And it looks like I've got Uber now, so we've got a really good chance of capping this time. We know that they're hurting. We've kept the pressure up. All right, come on. Come on, guys. Yep, cap started to go. I've got the Uber. Let's push. We've got a lot of firepower here. Go, go. That's it. Pushing down. And the pop. So, sentries to our left, sentries down. Now we got the push in. I'll stay off the cap. Try to keep everybody alive, but I'm on fire, so I'm going down. Did we hurt them enough? I think we did. And it's a win. Nice work. Thanks for watching, guys.